Hey, what's up, y'all? We are about to play 2-ingredient game, and that's the game where you guys give me 2 ingredients, and I'll make a delicious recipe using those 2 ingredients. Today's ingredients, not too bad, all right? Short ribs and biscuits. I was like, let's go. So I got a few things to do. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to salt and pepper these short ribs, and then I'm going to get some veggies all chopped because we're about to braise these bad boys, all right? So I have them laid out onto a plate. The first thing I want to do is I want to start by adding some pepper. All right, there's our pepper. I'm also going to heavily salt these as well. You know, this is a big piece of meat, so a big piece of meat needs a lot of seasoning. All right, now I'm just gonna flip these over because you gotta eat both sides, right? So if you gotta eat both sides, we should be seasoning both sides. So we flip these bad boys over. There's our salt. And lots of fresh cracked black pepper. Short ribs look beautiful. Now let's get some veg chopped and prepared, ready to go for the braise on the short ribs. You could use any combination of vegetables, aromatics, but I'm gonna give you a little guide, okay? You can use my guide or make your own. It's up to you, all right? I'm gonna start by dicing this bell pepper and then this onion. All right, let's get with the onion now that we have our peppers all chopped up. All right, the last thing I want to slice up while I'm in the slicing mood is a little bit of garlic. A little slice is all we need here. I'm wiping my eyes. I'm so excited about today. I don't know what to do because I'm going to braise short ribs. No, really, it's the onion getting to me. So listen, put on some goggles, chop your onion. My short ribs, salt, pepper, room temperature. Let's get them seared. I'm going to start with olive oil. All right, a couple of tablespoons. Since my pan is already hot, I could just throw these right in. Flip, so we'll give these a flip when they're brown on one side. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, these are nicely brown, so I'll take these out. And then all of this oil and stuff that's in the bottom is all good stuff. So we want to keep that. And then I'm gonna add in the onion and bell pepper that we already diced. And here's a handful of garlic. So I'll just get in here and mix that all together. And again, the smells that happen as soon as you do this, oh, the smells are outstanding. And you see how those vegetables are starting to pick up those little bits on the bottom of the pan? That's exactly what you want. All right, I'm gonna add the short ribs back. And then I do want to season the short ribs really, really well because at this point, all we have on here is salt and pepper. So let's do that. All right, I'm going to start with a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning. I've got some herbs de Provence. To this, I also have some dried oregano. I'm going to drop in some fresh stuff. So I have some thyme. So I'm just going to pull the leaves of the rosemary right off of the stem like this. I've also got a little bit of beef bouillon, so we're gonna add some of that. And this really is gonna be the only salt content that we add. All right, and then to help this braise, obviously we need some water, so beautiful. All right, we'll let this cook up and do its thing. I'm gonna put the lid on. My oven's preheated, 350 degrees. These go in for a couple of hours. Just set it, don't even think about it. I went ahead and pulled my short ribs out of the oven after a couple of hours, and they look astounding. What you didn't see, I threw a couple of potatoes in. So now I just want to add a couple, well, really one more ingredient, the gravy, and I'm going to top it with the biscuits. So the first thing is going to be some frozen green peas. Here is my beef bouillon. So my beef bouillon, I have some cornstarch, and then the other piece of this is simple. I'm just going to add some water and give this a good mix. Now to make sure this gravy tastes really good, I'm gonna add some black pepper, garlic and herb seasoning. All right, and then we'll give that one final mix. Now I'll take the gravy and I'm gonna pour the gravy all over the short ribs. And then I just have some regular refrigerator biscuits that I'm gonna put right on top. All right, I'm just gonna brush the tops of the biscuits with some cream. But this will give them a beautiful golden color. I'm just adding a little bit of herbs de Provence to the top and a little bit of cracked black pepper I am putting this onto a sheet tray. That way, if it bubbles over, my oven won't be a mess. My oven's at 350 degrees. Let's go. So the pot pie has come out of the oven, and I gotta tell you, it smells amazing. Look how tender these short ribs are. You see that? They fall like off the bone, all right? So let me get in here and give this a little taste so I can see what we're talking about. Oh my God. Y'all, talk about flavor on top of flavor on top of flavor. And then look at these biscuits. We ain't roll nothing out. We pour these right from the refrigerator, and they pick up all that amazing flavor. You gotta give this a try. I mean, it's real good, y'all. I ain't lying to you. You know, whether it's the warmer months or not, summer months or not, you need this on the table. It is that good, I promise you. The recipe is gonna be on the app, the DariusCooks Plus app. You can download it at the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store today. And then there's two things I wanna tell you, as I always do, huh? Food is my life. Life, it's my food. Until next time, I gotta wish you a happy cooking and good eating from my heart to yours. Bye, y'all.